This is an elimination game.
This is how dangerous Vegas can be.
Here we go, Aces. Can't stop Chelsea Gray right about now.
Phoenix puts a step slow.
It's a 24-0 run.
You learn a lot about your team when your back is against the wall.
Single elimination.
You hear the words Game 5, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
We're gonna go home. We're gonna go all on the court.
Now you gotta walk while I win, win, win.
We welcome you to ESPN's coverage of the WNBA playoffs presented by Google. Tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a win or go home Game 5 with a trip to the finals on the line. The Phoenix Mercury and the Las Vegas Aces. The GOAT, Diana Taurasi, laser focused today. And how about A'ja Wilson repping her college coach, Dawn Staley. Taking a look at our playoff bracket, the Chicago Sky know they will be playing Sunday, 3 Eastern on ABC in Game 1 of the finals. The question is, who will they be facing? As we welcome you courtside. Hey everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo. So happy to be with you for this Game 5. It has been a series filled with offense thus far. You take a look at the point totals for each of these teams, they have been filling it up. You take a look at the shooting, efficient throughout this series as well for these squads. Of course, there's been historic performances like Diana Taurasi's 37, a playoff career high in Game 2. And then facing elimination in Game 4, the Las Vegas Aces used a 24-0 run in the third quarter to ensure their season would not end. Tonight, Rebecca, I know you have a heavy focus on Chelsea Gray and Diana Taurasi.
Not only the two players who are going to have the ball in their hands the most, but Chelsea Gray, the one player on the Vegas Aces who has won a championship, coming off a 22-point, 6-assist performance. And Diana Taurasi has been in these moments, risen to these moments throughout her entire career. 15-2 in winner-take-all games.
Now Phoenix will be without Kia Nurse, who tore ACL in Game 4, without Sophie Cunningham, suffered a calf strain in Game 3. For more on each of them, let's check in with Roz Gold on Woodhead.
Thanks, Ryan. Without both Kia and Sophie, Coach Brondello told me that she lost 2 players with that dog in them. They bring toughness, physicality, and they compete. And she added on Kia Nurse. Kia's impact doesn't show on the stat sheet. I lost someone I can rely on. So I asked Coach, who can step up for Kia and Sophie? And she answered me frankly. She said the big 3. Role players need to play their roles, but it's gonna come down to the big 3. We win tonight, it's because of BG, Sky, and Diana.
That does seem to be the equation for the Phoenix Mercury, and all 3 struggled in Game 4 with a chance to close out the Aces. Cambage and Griner to jump it up, and Game 5 is underway.
One of the things, of course, to keep an eye on is the battle of the bigs. Brittany Griner, Liz Cambage inside.
Diggins Smith through the lane, floats it short, out of bounds off Cambage, and another chance here for Phoenix. We saw Diggins Smith struggle from the floor in Game 4, 6 for 17. She's just 1 of 10 from 3 over the last 2 games. Here's Taurasi, 7 to shoot, a 3, off the mark, rebound, flag down by Turner. Another chance here for Phoenix. Diggins Smith on the attack, will lay it in. And the first bucket of the night belongs to the Mercury.
Brianna Turner's activity on the glass was so key to the Game 3 win for the Phoenix Mercury. She will get you extra possessions.
Turnover there as Gray couldn't handle the pass from Williams. Well, Rebecca, one of your big themes for this series has been the rebounding battle. Sandy Brondello's talked to us about it. Bill Laimbeer has as well. The team who has won the rebounding battle all season long between these teams has won the game.
Yeah, without question. You need extra possessions because both teams are so prolific offensively.
Oh, here's an extra possession. Chelsea Gray on the steal and able to finish. And that's exactly what Sandy Brondello wants to avoid, giving Vegas an opportunity to get out and run. Shea Petty, the guard who slides into the starting lineup with Nurse out. Petty unable to hit from 3. Rebound Cambage.
And Phoenix will run stuff with Brittany Griner coming out, whether it's a handoff or an on-ball screen, trying to engage Liz Cambage defensively on the perimeter.
Petty got over the first screen and the second. Shot clock down to 7. Here's the 2020 MVP Asia Wilson, unable to finish. Bill Lambier up out of his chair, wanting a whistle. Taurasi cuts through the lane, leaves for Turner. She can't finish. Multiple bodies hit the floor, and Taurasi down holding her head after Wilson fell on it on the other end. Loose ball grabbed by Cambage. Taurasi is still down, grimacing, now gets to her feet, jogging back into the play defensively. Sloppy down here. Williams gets free and hits from downtown.
Playoff basketball right here. Bodies on the floor at one end, scrappy at the other.
See if Taurasi is still slowed. She continues to grimace. Has not moved much from the left wing. Griner gets loose and just left it short.
Brittany Griner missed some of those bunnies in game 4 as well. When Liz Cambage is on the floor, Vegas does not bring a double. Look at those box outs, Ryan.
Petty and Turner outstanding to win the board battle there. Diggins-Smith airballs the 3 as her struggles from deep continue. Here's Young, catch, fire. No, that's not really her game.
And that's not the shot that Vegas wants to take there. They had a huge mismatch inside with Petty stuck on Cambage.
Phoenix 1 for 7 from the floor to start this game. Here's Griner. She'll take and hit.
Phoenix has had the right people taking the shots. We've seen Diana Taurasi dribble penetration, Skylar Diggins-Smith, Brittany Griner as well. It's going to be on the shoulders of those 3, as Roz mentioned at the top of the show.
Here is Wilson. Had a nice bounce back in game 4 after struggling in game 3. Young, 3 to shoot, bodies in, can't finish. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Cambage. It's Phoenix basketball.
I love Liz Cambage's activity, though. She has been playing really hard and really aggressively on both ends of the floor. Vegas is a much better team when she is engaged like she is here early.
And that's something Bill Lambier talked to us about at shoot-around. He said in game 4, she sprinted to the scorer's table to get into the game, which isn't always the norm. He said she is so intent on being a part of a championship team right now. As Griner gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul called against Kia Stokes.
One of the changes in game 4 was doing the single coverage on Brittany Griner. We've seen that throughout the series when Cambage is in, but even with Kia Stokes, they are not sending a double team, because when they have, Brittany Griner has been really good at finding the guards out of it. Here, recognizing it's just a single defender going up strong.
I want to ask you something, partner.
What do you got?
In games 1 and 4, Kia Stokes played more than 20 minutes. Both were Vegas wins. In games 2 and 3, she played less than 10 minutes, both Vegas losses. Is there correlation, causation? What do you make of that? When
Kia Stokes or Cambage is in the lineup defensively, you do not have to send a double team. If it's not them in the lineup, you have to send a double team to Brittany Griner, and that gives the Phoenix guards more opportunities to score outside.
Taurasi off the steal. Nice touch pass, Diggins-Smith. And that's going to be a charge on Griner. Big time contact taken by Chelsea Gray.
Brittany Griner running the floor, and Skylar Diggins-Smith gives it to her. Yep, she gives her 2 steps. She's outside of the restricted area here, but more importantly, gives her the 2 steps to collect herself. That's the right call.
First personal foul on Griner. A 5-5 game. Both offenses struggling out of the gates here in a winner-go-home game 5. A trip to the finals on the line. Here's Wilson facing up and hitting. Chelsea Gray emphasized to his Vegas needs aggression on the offensive end from Asia Wilson.
And Asia Wilson likes to take you off the dribble, but she saw that Griner was there waiting to help.
Taurasi able to squeeze it in, forcing her way baseline. And then Petty steals the inbound and lays it in.
Well, one thing we know, the officials are going to let this game be physical. This is a playoff game to go to the finals. Go ahead, ladies, play.
We've had 2 lead changes already in this first quarter. There was 1 lead change combined between the last 3 games. Here's Turner. Taurasi gets Young behind her and hits the laner.
Diana Taurasi is a master of that. If you get on her hip or behind her, you're not getting back in position.
15-2 all time and winner-take-all games for Taurasi. Best in WNBA history. Gray sheds Petty, had space, didn't shoot, now will. No. Here comes Petty. Wheeling, taking, and banking it in.
She's been a difference maker. She's been a difference maker for Phoenix in the last few games. She struggled early in the playoffs, but she has found her groove.
In 8-0, Phoenix run and a 6-point lead here in the first quarter of Game 5.
Diana Taurasi gets a step on you, you're not gonna recover. Dribble right in front, a little elbow for you as well. There's the GOAT.
ESPN's coverage of the WNBA playoffs is presented by Google, official WNBA changemaker and proud advocate of women in sports. And in part by Taco Bell. And AT&T 5G.
Vegas, I'm Roz Goldonguere. Skylar Diggins-Smith told me she's a big believer in manifestation. So on May 16, 2021, she wrote down her goals on a small piece of paper that she keeps folded in her wallet. It reads, make Olympic team, win Olympic gold, win a championship, play with a chip on her shoulder every night, be a solid teammate, block out the noise, lead the league in free throws, which she did, be top 5 in assists and top 7 in scoring. And at the bottom, she signed the paper, Skylar Diggins-Smith. Guys, slowly but surely, she's been checking off or coming close to just about every single item on that list.
Yeah, and Roz, she's a win away from having a chance and probably the biggest one on there. Griner couldn't finish through Stokes, loose ball. Hamby has it for Las Vegas. Kelsey Plum into the game off the bench for the Aces as well. Plum has been absolutely terrific off the bench over the last 10 games, regular season and playoffs.
Vegas in with their big lineup right now. Keep an eye on the matchup with Hamby and Bria Hartley inside.
Stokes keeps alive. Bria Hartley forced to play more minutes for Phoenix because of their short rotation. With their injuries, Wilson couldn't finish it. Here comes Phoenix. Hartley looking to push. Fresh off a torn ACL. Hartley gets the whistle. Foul called against Hamby, and free throws coming for Bria Hartley.
And what's important, the next level of what's important in terms of the injuries to Sophie Cunningham and to Kia Nurse is they were the 3-player. They were the guard with size. So when Vegas went with this big lineup, one of those players could match up pretty well with Hamby. It is going to be a battle for Hartley defensively.
Taking a look at the upcoming WNBA Finals schedule. ABC, Sunday, 3 Eastern. You know where to be. Chicago will be either at Phoenix or Las Vegas, whoever wins tonight, in Game 1 of a best-of-5. And then ESPN Wednesday, Game 2, 9 Eastern. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. You know, we talked with Sandy Brundell about Bria Hartley and what the Mercury could get out of her tonight. And as Petty comes up with a steal, Petty in transition, heels back for Hartley, a 3. No. That is what Sandy Brundella brought up, though, that Bria could hit some shots from her. Said the key for her is to shoot it or move it.
Yeah, she can be a spacer. You have to be careful, though. You don't want to take shots too early and feed into the Vegas pace because they can do this on the other end.
Ends a 10-0 run with a friendly hop off the window. Here's Vaughn, extra feed. Griner, double comes. Petty alone, 3, got hit, and will shoot 3 as Hamby picks up a quick second foul, and Petty a little slow to get up.
Moving the ball. That's been the key for Phoenix on the offensive end of the floor. Move the ball quickly, especially when the double comes to Griner. Griner got doubled that time. Phoenix moves the ball. They are able to get the open look from Petty.
Taurasi getting ready to check in for Phoenix. You see the offensive explosion from Petty over the last 3 games. What's interesting, Rebecca, you and I were talking about this in the break, but you take a look again at what happened here with the Petty 3.
When a double comes and you move the basketball, look at how much time she has. A great look at the three. That's why Vegas doesn't want to have to double, and they won't anymore with Cambage coming back in.
And clearly a foul on the right call as Taurasi checks back in and wholesale changes for Vegas. But we talked about how you could tell neither team had settled into the game yet. It felt like a win-or-go-home game where there's this frenetic pace and a lack of rhythm.
Yeah, and all that kind of energy that you have at the start of a game as meaningful as this one.
18-10, Phoenix leads. They've been terrific in first quarters in this series. Young couldn't finish. Taurasi guides the rebound over to Hartley. Looked like Taurasi might have gotten away with contact on the initial attempt from Young. Here's Griner. No, Taurasi a little too far. It springs the break. Last thing you want to do to Vegas. That's going to be an offensive foul as Petty again took the contact.
How impactful has Shea Petty been on the defensive end of the floor so far here in this game? We've seen her with a couple steals. Here she sprints back, gets the angle, establishes, and able to draw the charge. What a difference she has made. She's there, she owns the real estate.
Incredible contributions thus far from Shea Petty. Drafted back in 2012, didn't actually play in the WNBA until 2019. Went through the overseas circuit. Griner, the putback is good, and it's a 10-point first quarter cushion for the Phoenix Mercury on the road.
And the way Vegas is defending on-ball screens, that shot is going to be there.
Young gets fouled by Taurasi. That'll be her first, and free throws coming for Jackie Young.
Jackie Young, you've seen her challenge Diana Taurasi a few times down on this end of the floor. You have to. Remember, Diana Taurasi is not 100% physically. She's still dealing with injury in her ankle. You have to make her work on the defensive end, Ryan.
As Holly Rowe reported before Game 3, Taurasi has a slight fracture in her foot, as well as that high ankle sprain. Hasn't kept her from rocking some outstanding LeBrons throughout this series.
When you have the fracture, it doesn't feel slight.
Taurasi got free on a back screen, and it was just a little too tall from Griner.
And that's the switch they wanted. She set the back screen so that Plum would have to switch on her, and then she could post her up inside, but the pass wasn't on target.
4 turnovers from Phoenix in the first quarter, 6 for the Aces. Here is Plum, flipping it out. Wilson alone. Yeah, she's money from there.
A'ja Wilson at the free throw line area with space. Count it.
Second field goal of the opening quarter for Wilson. 4 straight points from the Aces. Here's Griner working Cambage, trying to find space to the reverse. No. 2 for 1 if Vegas hurries. Plum not going to try and force her way into it. Bill Lambier, not a big 2 for 1 guy anyway. Plum unable to hit the jumper, and Taurasi the rebound. Shot clock turned off, and Phoenix can hold for a final shot here in the first.
Look at this guard matchup. Chelsea Gray, Diana Taurasi, we love it.
Chelsea Gray said this is the kind of matchup dreams are made of. She picks the pocket of Taurasi, but then stepped out of bounds. And Phoenix will have 1.2 to get something off. Griner will take, and that'll do it for the first. A 20-14 Phoenix lead after 1 in Game 5.
If you want to count something, count this. A'ja Wilson with time and space at the free throw line.
Welcome to ESPN's coverage of the WNBA playoffs presented by Google. I'm Roz Goldon-Woode here with Shea Petty. Shea, especially with Kia and Sophie out, what did you know you had to bring to this game today?
Defense. Last game, my defense was terrible. I let them get way too comfortable and get to their sweet spots. So my only focus today was to come out, play defense, be hard, be aggressive, and be disruptive.
I'm going to take you to the offense because you guys are going hard, but there's been a few miscues. How do you guys need to settle in here a bit more in the second quarter?
I think it's just like jitters, nerves, excitement for the first quarter. We took some rush shots, you know, but they're good shots. We got open shots. I think next quarter and prayer out, we'll just settle in and just be calm.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you could sense that early on. You could sense the nerves, sense the jitters, sense the nervous energy.
Taurasi wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Gray scrapes away the rebound. Last 6 points belong to the Aces. Young, the ball fake, and the layup won't go.
She's been aggressive, and she's been willing to challenge Taurasi at times.
Hardly the pull-up, no.
That's too quick. That's too quick in that moment.
Foul called on Vaughn. It'll stay here. Bria Hartley was a huge part of what Phoenix was doing last season in the bubble. It averaged 14.5 points on 38.5% shooting from three. Then tore her ACL. Was able to come back at the end of the year, get a few minutes here and there, but with the injuries to Kia Nurse and Sophie Cunningham, going to be asked for a lot more minutes tonight. Diggin Smith comes with a hard dig, and an offensive foul called as Cam Beige just caught Diggin Smith up high.
You know when Liz Cambage catches in the post, she's looking to score, Ryan. She's not looking to make the pass out here, being very big, very physical and strong.
Ooh.
Skylar Diggin-Smith takes it right in the mouth.
You know, they're not looking at this for anything more, but it wouldn't have been surprising if they did. No look to see if it was a possible upgrade after the elbow from Cambage. Diggin Smith leans in and gets the roll. Much needed bucket for Skylar Diggin Smith.
I think she just needed to settle in, and she likes to go left, and she loves that floater.
Pocket pass from Gray to Cambage. Looked like Cambage walked, and Petty knocked it away. 3-on-1. Diggin Smith over to Petty, who lays it in. More great D from Shea Petty. Here's Cambage out of the double, finds Plum, a three is good.
There you go. That was better patience by Liz Cambage, reading the double team coming, and a perfect pass on the weak side out.
Plum 2 for 2 from deep. Taurasi will fire. No, rebound knocked out of bounds by Turner. Taurasi 0 for 3 from downtown thus far. Taurasi had that historic performance in Game 2 on this floor, where she scored 37 points on just 13 field goal attempts, including 8 of 11 from 3. And Phoenix as a team, 0 for 7 from downtown thus far. But they have the 5-point lead. Plum, step back. She got it. Kelsey Plum is feeling it.
That's how Vegas wins this game, is they get their guards going. Plum, Raquana Williams, Chelsea Gray. Plum is certainly doing her part.
Diggin Smith wants a timeout and gets it. Thought she was tripped by Plum. Didn't get a whistle. And a timeout taken by Phoenix. Here comes the 6th woman of the year.
Kelsey Plum, 3 for 3.
Well, nobody in the WNBA shoots fewer threes per game than Bill Laimbeer's Aces, but in this series, when they've hit their threes, they won, and when they haven't, Rebecca. And they're 4 for 7 thus far tonight, a good sign for the Aces.
Yeah, Kelsey Plum is 3 for 3. Raquana Williams has hit 1. It just changes the complexion offensively for Vegas when they do.
Diggin Smith alone in the corner, doesn't get the roll. Petty the offensive rebound, and another chance here for Phoenix. Griner working on Stokes. 1-on-1, Griner gets in deep and finishes.
And Diana Taurasi orchestrated that from the top, pointing at Shea Petty, telling her, get the ball into BG on the right block.
Griner now with 7 points. Petty with 9 leads the Mercury in scoring. Shot clock all the way down to 5 here. Williams will pull and hit over the outstretched arm of Griner.
Bill Laimbeer has talked about that this season.
Wow, what a pass. Taurasi to Griner for the reverse.
Phenomenal pass and great finish, but Raquana Williams, because of her ability to get up off the feet, she's a tremendous athlete with great spring, so she can hit over players like Griner.
Young throws it away. And it's Phoenix basketball.
Catch my breath. This has been a fun, what, 14 minutes so far?
Feels like a game 5, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does.
That was the 9th Aces turnover already in this first half. Taurasi, she was getting ridden the whole way, knew it. Gets up into the legs of Young, little extra contact. Welcome to win or go home.
Diana Taurasi has the highest free throw rate in the WNBA. And she doesn't get to the line more than everybody else because she shoots so many threes, but when she gets inside the arc, she finds her way to the free throw line. Courtesy of her hoop stats, by the way.
They do an outstanding job over there. Now, not only is Taurasi 15-2 all time in these win-or-go-home games, best for any player in league history, she also averages the most points per game in these spots. 22.5 points per game in these win-or-go-home contests. Plum able to shake free of Diggins-Smith, then gets the whistle, and a foul called against Skylar Diggins-Smith as Plum was able to jump back into her, and that'll be the second personal on Skylar.
This is a tough one right here. I thought.
No.
That shouldn't have been a foul.
No. Roz?
You know, Kelsey Plum's usually very talkative with me, but she was a woman of few words at shoot-around today. I asked her, how do you close out this series? She said, you take it. I said, well, okay, how can you be an X factor today? She said, same way I do every game. I said, coming off of the Achilles injury, is this the way you envisioned your season going? Simply put, she said, yes.
A few words, but many buckets. 11 points in this first half already for Plum. Griner tosses out, gets it back, dropped it. Griner, oh, they gave her the dribble. Griner unable to finish. Wilson secures it. Here comes Plum in transition. Plum can't finish it. Good D from behind by Diggins-Smith. Taurasi sheds Young. Skylar Diggins-Smith, good movement here. Petty banks it in through the contact. Shea Petty now with 11 points in this first half.
Playoff Petty, we're seeing her on full display here in game 5.
When Roz asked Sandy Brondello who was going to step up with Kia Nurse out, with Sophie Cunningham out, she said the big 3. Well, Shea Petty has instead.
One of the little 7. Actually, one of the little 6 now.
Only 9 healthy players. Diggins-Smith, a 3 is good. A much-needed launch from Skylar Diggins-Smith, who had been 1 for her last 12 from 3 in the series. Nine-point cushion for the Mercury. Plum able to separate, couldn't finish. Rebound, and that is going to be, whoa, going to be out of bounds off of Phoenix.
This has been an incredibly physical game, oftentimes off the ball, and all of that contact is being let go.
Last hit, the right hand of Petty. Right call. Taurasi will get a breather. Petty thought she was coming out with Bria Hartley coming in, and Bria said, no. You're staying on the floor, Shea Petty. The GOAT's coming out. Here's Wilson. Elevating, and Brianna Turner, the rejection.
Wow. Not only the block, but keeping it in play.
Second straight year, she was first team all defense. Here's Petty. Working behind Griner. The pull-up, too strong.
You got to get that to Griner on the switch.
Right now, pretty even rebounding battle. Phoenix a +1. Gray, the crossover, the drive, and the finish. Rebecca talked about it in the open. Chelsea Gray, the one player on the Aces who has won a championship Did it in 2016 with Los Angeles as Griner. Boy, she has become automatic from there.
Incredible for a player who is 6'9", who didn't have that as part of her game coming out of college, or even the first couple of years in the W, to become so consistent from there.
11 points for Griner. Plum gets denied by Turner. Wilson scrapes it up, puts it in, puts the foul. Big time hustle play from the 2020 MVP. A chance for 3 and foul number 2 on Griner.
Brianna Turner doing her part, coming over, saving the play, and then Asia Wilson going up. Yeah, at first I didn't think BG got her, but she got her on the off arm.
So 2 now on Griner. Did they call that foul on Rhea Hartley? Well, that doesn't seem right. Right now in the scorer's book, that's listed as a foul on Hartley. We'll check that because that clearly seemed like it should have been on Griner, and it would have been her second. So we'll keep you honest on that. 6-point game. Taurasi comes in for Petty. Oh, Diggins Smith turns it over. Cambage, big smile as she tried to pedal it forward. Gray hits the 3.
You can't give those up, Ryan. If you're Phoenix, you can't give up those turnovers, and it leads to an easy bucket at the other end.
Here's Hartley working around Griner. Gets it back to her. Another mid-range. Not that time. Good closeout from Cambage. Vegas with some momentum. Cambage, a 3 to tie. No. Taurasi through the left side of the lane. Couldn't get it to go. Didn't get the whistle. Slow to get up. Here comes Plum. Dashing to the rim. Gets the foul.
Chelsea Gray coming down. Skylar Diggins trying to get around Cambage, playing hide and seek.
NBA halftime report presented by State Farm. Kalia Copper is going to join us, but Coach, this one, sense of urgency. It's definitely an elimination game. What are you seeing?
Keep an eye on paint points and also rebounding. And the Aces, they're knocking down threes. We're in for a good one.
We certainly are, Monica Carolyn. The 3-point game, 2:04 to go in this first half. Kelsey Plum has been her usual impactful self off the bench for the Vegas Aces. Plum with 12 points now. You take a look at what she's done over her last 10 games, averaged 20.5 points on 49% shooting. She's already had 3 games in this series scoring 20 or more off the bench. 4 is the record for any player in a whole postseason. That was Emma Miesemann a few years ago with Washington. Here's Griner. Turning, hooking, and hitting.
No surprise, out of the timeout, that's where Sandy Brondello goes. Back screen, Griner into the block. Let her go to work, see if a double comes. It did not.
Griner's hook, a response to a 10-2 Vegas run. Gray, another 3. No. Rebound, Cambage. Tracked it the whole way. Now gets it on the block. Cambage turns and hits.
This is as engaged as I have seen Liz Cambage in a game.
I think you just rhymed 3 words.
And granted, too, I mean, she's coming back from COVID. You know, she's still getting her legs and her wind under her.
Diggins Smith gets back to it, 7 to shoot. Griner with 5 to shoot, turning, ducks inside, and finishes. Brittany Griner with 15 points in this first half.
All right, turn it into a battle of the bigs. I'll take it.
Griner has the last 6 for Phoenix. Gray pops it in. A little tricky from Chelsea. Here's Hartley. Swirling, tossing it away. Diggins Smith flags it down. Still 12 to shoot. Diggins Smith leaning 3. Got it to go.
If she can find her groove from the outside, watch out. That high arcing 3, there have been times this year where she has been unstoppable from behind the arc.
That's going to be a foul against who? Against Hartley. Phoenix did not have a foul to give. Number 2 on Bria Hartley, and free throws here for Las Vegas. It also happened quick enough in the possession that it acts as a 2-for-1, even though the Aces clearly had no intent of getting a shot up with that in mind. The WNBA Finals are here. Game 1, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Chicago will face the winner of our game tonight, Phoenix or Las Vegas. And the Sky have already come to Las Vegas. That way they're out west. They'll either stay or they'll bunny hop over to Phoenix.
Practiced at UNLV today. Bunny hop.
Yeah, that's how I plan to get to Phoenix if we have to go anyway. About a 3.5-second difference game in shot clock. Diggins-Smith, 5 to shoot. Racing in, tosses to Taurasi. Can't hit the 3, long rebound Plum. Gray ahead, and a great stop there by Diggins-Smith because Raquana Williams was leaking free to the hoop. But what a closely played first half. 2-point Phoenix lead.
Give me a center on one end and then a center on the other. 6'8", 6'9", going to work. We see you, big girls.
ESPN's coverage of the WNBA playoffs is presented by Google, official WNBA changemaker and proud advocate of women in sports. And in part by American Express. See what you can expect.
In Las Vegas, Nevada, getting ready for the second half of Game 5 of these semifinals. A trip to the finals on the line. The Phoenix Mercury, a 2-point lead over the Las Vegas Aces. As welcome you courtside again, Ryan Rucco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo. Sandy Brondello said this game was about the big 3 for the Mercury. How do you think they performed in that first half?
I thought they looked terrific. They had 31 of the 44 points, and it's going to start with Brittany Griner. They play through her, whether she's getting the ball on the block or at the high post. She's been able to find efficiency. Skylar Diggins-Smith looking to attack, and she came alive from the perimeter later in the half. And, of course, the GOAT, Diana Taurasi. She was a little quieter in that first half with 6 points, but you expect her to make some big shots here in the second half.
And big contributions from the Vegas backcourt so far.
That's how Vegas is going to win this game, is to continue to have production from their guards, hitting shots from the perimeter to complement what they have inside.
That goes off of Petty and bounds out of bounds. Now, how about Phoenix's backcourt and what Sandy Brondello needs from her guards? Let's check in with Ross.
Yeah, Coach Brondello told me about defending the Aces guard play. She said versus Plum, she speeds it up. So her focus is on dictating versus reacting. She told her guards, we got to meet her early, meet her at the point of the screen in the pick and roll, and keep a crowd around her. But against Chelsea Gray, she was actually pretty pleased. And she said, well, we could be more physical as always with Chelsea.
Yeah, Plum is so difficult because as soon as she gets the ball in her hand, she is pushing pace and she is tireless. Fourth quarter, first quarter, it doesn't matter.
Taurasi hits the deck, a little slow to get up. Petty will pull up, and it's hit. Shea Petty with 13 points.
The poise that she has shown all game long in the past few games.
That's going to be an illegal screen on Wilson. Taurasi took the contact and a turnover here from the Aces.
And Asia Wilson telling Jackie Young, settle down. It's in the guard's hands. You have to wait for your big to get her feet set so that she doesn't get the offensive foul called. That's on the guard.
Young in her third year, a former #1 overall pick, have quite a few of them in this game. Diggins-Smith able to get inside, couldn't finish it. Here is Gray. Wilson wants it on Turner. Wilson couldn't finish it, but got the whistle, and Brianna Turner called for the foul.
Those two are battling, absolutely battling. And Brittany Griner does not come to double right away. And when Asia Wilson has space, she will find her way to the basket. Great head and shoulder fake to get Turner off balance.
Wilson, normally an excellent free throw shooter, struggled in the semis. But 2 for 2 thus far tonight.
And I like the decision. Bring Cambage out and get Wilson on the block. And with Cambage out, brings Griner with her, and that gives Wilson room to maneuver.
Vegas 11 of 11 from the line in this game. Phoenix 8 for 9. That's making your head coaches happy in a game 5. 2-point Phoenix lead. Diggins Smith given space, doesn't get the roll. Skyler now 4 for 9 from the floor. Winner of this game has a date Sunday, game 1 of the finals with the Chicago Sky. Cambage, deep catch, and pops it in. This game is tied at 46.
On-ball screen with Cambage and Chelsea Gray forcing the switch. If that happens, good things will happen for Vegas all around.
Wilson on the steal, Taurasi the foul, and that might be a clear path foul on Taurasi after a lazy pass there from Taurasi, and Wilson jumped it.
Credit Asia Wilson, engaged, just gets out, gets the steal. Yeah, they called the clear path, right call.
And so clear to them that it's not even going to be reviewed. Well, that is a critical swing there, and mistake ×2 from Diana Taurasi. Las Vegas has its first lead since this was a 7-5 game. And keep in mind what happened in the third quarter of game 4, where Vegas pulled away with a 24-0 run.
These teams played 2 days ago in Phoenix. They travel yesterday. This is the 5th game of the series. You have to not only stay physically engaged, you have to stay mentally engaged. You cannot let fatigue set in.
2-point, Aces lead. Williams off on a 3, long rebound, flagged down by Petty. Shea Petty kicks it out. Here comes Diggins Smith. Petty steps behind the line, short on a 3, able to save it to Diggins Smith, and a whistle against Las Vegas. Raquana Williams hit with a personal, and just more outstanding effort from Shea Petty.
She's been incredible. She's been absolutely incredible so far this game.
Phoenix without Kia Nurse, without Sophie Cunningham. Much more of a load goes to Shea Petty. Griner spins away from 2. 4 to shoot. Petty goes baseline. Forced it into traffic. Cambage on the steal. Williams a 3. No. Wilson cleaning it up and putting it home. Big start to the second half for Asia Wilson. And Sandy Brondello needs a timeout.
ESPN's coverage of the WNBA playoffs is presented by Google, official WNBA changemaker and proud advocate of women in sports. And in part by American Express. See what you can expect when you're with Amex Platinum.
2014 WNBA Finals spiked 350% globally over the past week. Of course, if Phoenix wins tonight, it'll be a rematch of those 2014 finals between the Chicago Sky and the Phoenix Mercury. Elena Deladon, Sylvia Fowles, Courtney Vandersloot, pillars for the Sky, but Diana Taurasi, the go-ahead bucket in the final seconds of Game 3 to help seal a sweep. And Sandy Brondello's first year as head coach, Brittany Griner's second year in the league. Right now, Vegas on an 8-0 run. They've taken a 4-point lead, their largest of the game. And right away, Diggins Smith throws it out of bounds. Diana Taurasi is really upset with official Billy Smith. She is just staring him down, feeling like Jackie Young had her clamped and she couldn't get through.
Vegas is being physical on the defensive end and being really tough.
Gray shuffles it over to Cambage. And now Taurasi and Young get into it on the block, and Taurasi's going to get hit with her 3rd personal.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact both ends of the floor away from the basketball.
Now sometimes when Diana Taurasi gets mad, that's when she goes off. See how the story plays out here in Game 5. 4 to shoot. Gray chunks, doesn't hit. Turner the rebound. Cambage ties her up, and we're going to have a jump.
This Cambage, Asa Wilson have had tremendous activity here in the third quarter. Ball goes up, Turner with the board. Yep, Cambage is right there to wrestle her for it.
6-8 on 6-3 advantage Cambage as they jump. And Williams wins the possession back for Vegas. Cambage storms in and gets fouled by Turner. And that will be number 2 on Turner. Free throws coming for Liz Cambage. But right now, in this third quarter, Las Vegas is getting to all the hustle balls, doing all the little things.
I don't think you can switch that screen anymore when Cambage comes out. And I know you're worried about Raquan Williams hitting the 3, but when Cambage is rolling on the guard and Brianna Turner's coming over to help, it's just too much of a mismatch.
Hey, let's take a look at the upcoming WNBA Finals schedule. ABC Sunday, 3 Eastern. Chicago will be out west, either here in Vegas or in Phoenix for Game 1. And then ESPN Wednesday, Game 2 at 9 Eastern on ESPN. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. It's a 10-0 Las Vegas run. Griner draws 2. Passes out of it to Petty, a 3, no good. Skylar Diggins-Smith couldn't get to it. Here comes Gray, into the paint. Gray lays it in. The Aces are halfway to deja vu in this third quarter. A 12-0 run. Petty a 3, no. Gray, pull up, you bet. It was 24-0 in Game 4. It's 14-0 and counting in Game 5. Diggins-Smith,
Right now, Phoenix, they're not trusting one another. Whoever has the ball coming over half court is looking to score. They have to continue to try to move the Vegas defense.
Gray nearly twisted out of her own shoes. Shot clock down to 5. Gray sheds the defender. Off on a 3. Cambage, the rebound. The putback. No. Rebound saved by Young to Turner. And Phoenix really needs something here with numbers. Taurasi pull-up 3. Off the mark. That's out of bounds off Vegas. And another chance here for the Mercury. Taurasi now 0 for 5 from downtown. It has been a struggle tonight for the greatest to ever lace them up in this league. Playing through a high ankle sprain and a fracture in her foot. Kia Vaughn into the game. Bria Hartley for Phoenix. Kelsey Plum. Kia Stokes for Las Vegas.
And if Phoenix continues to be cold from the perimeter, Vegas can continue to shade towards Brittany Griner even before she catches the basketball. Phoenix can't play through her if the help side is already there.
Phoenix 2 for 15 from 3 in this game. Can they settle? 5 to shoot. Griner, double comes. Griner forces it up and gets the whistle.
Got hit on the arm. Anytime a shooter gets hit on the arm, it's a foul. She sees the double team coming, so she goes away from where the double is. And Stokes is right on her elbow.
Griner has not scored in the third and 15 points in the first. Phoenix 0 for its last 7 from the floor as Griner ends the 14-0 run. Bill Laimbeer trying to get his team back to the finals. Last year, a loss to Seattle. Only 3 members on the active roster were a part of the 2020 finals team. Angel McCoughtry went down in the preseason for Vegas. They've had to play without one of their key pieces all season. Have still made it to this moment, and a timeout called by the Aces after a collision and a little chaos.
A lot just happened there.
8-point game, 4:03 to go in the third. A trip to the finals on the line. The Las Vegas Aces have built an 8-point lead in this third quarter. Kelsey Plum slinks away, doesn't get the roll. Again, Las Vegas winning the battle on the glass. Gray can't finish, loose ball. Who's going to get to it? This time Petty was there, and a jump ball as Petty and Young will jump it up. But in this third quarter, Las Vegas has dominated those 50-50 balls as well as the glass.
Incredible in terms of their energy and activity and their focus here in this third quarter.
They are now a +8 in the rebounding battle, which whoever has won the rebounding battle has won the game throughout this season, regular and post, in the matchup between the Mercury and the Aces. Wilson collects. Here's Gray. Giving it up. Wilson on the attack. Can't lay it in, but a foul is called, and A'ja Wilson will shoot 2.
They are engaging whoever Brittany Griner is guarding in the on-ball screens, and here she is on Wilson. And whenever there's a switch and Griner has to leave her, Wilson has the advantage.
Well, A'ja Wilson having an outstanding game 5. And Roz, I know there was a special dinner between A'ja and Chelsea recently.
Yes, there was actually 2 dinners. The team before Game 4 went to team dinner, and then Chelsea Gray and A'ja Wilson alone went to their own separate dinner. And A'ja told me, we talked about, hey, it's got to start with us, and then it'll trickle down to the others. Chelsea Gray told A'ja Wilson, hey, slow down because you can score this ball. And she told Chelsea, I trust you 100%. You're a scoring point guard to me first. So they're trying to lead with their actions and hoping the rest of the team stays with them.
Well, they each have 15 points, and their team has a 10-point lead. Griner turns, takes, and gets fouled. Free throws coming for Brittany Griner.
But do you see, Ryan, how the defense is able to help off because of Phoenix's inability to be consistent from the three-point line? Even though before the entry pass goes into Griner, the defense is toggling. The guards are back and forth, making it difficult, making her take shots from the free throw line instead of down in the post.
Phoenix doesn't have a field goal for the last 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Griner hits the first free throw. Hey, a fresh new look, all new feel, and a brand new app. Download the new WNBA app to connect with other fans live during the playoffs with new interactive features available throughout the postseason. When you talk about the lack of three-point shooting thus far tonight for Phoenix, they're 2 for 15 from 3. We see Taurasi check back in. I mean, it just feels about as safe a bet as any that if Phoenix is going to win this game, Taurasi is going to end up having to hit a few threes.
She just hasn't gotten any clean looks. Vegas has done a tremendous job on Diana Taurasi defensively.
Taurasi 0 for 5 from 3 thus far in this game. 8-point Vegas lead. Plum gets free, lays it in. Nobody picks up Kelsey Plum.
Well, Brittany Griner doesn't hard hedge enough because she's gotten burned when that's happened, when her player has rolled to the basket. The pick and roll is so effective for Vegas.
Diggin Smith out to Turner. Here's Taurasi, back to Turner. Hartley on the move, little pull-up, short. Knocked out of bounds, it'll stay with Phoenix. Jackie Young back into the game for Vegas.
So here, Brittany Griner doesn't switch. She doesn't hard hedge enough. Skylar Diggins-Smith doesn't recover. You get a layup. Right now, they just can't figure out how to effectively defend the pick and roll with Brittany Griner as a defender.
Oh, force in, and Cambage called for the foul. 4th team foul on Vegas, so they had one to give. And a side out of bounds here for the Mercury, who have slowed this thing down just enough at the end of the 3rd. And hold on a second, what happened there between Taurasi and Cambage? Well, play was stopped. And it's a side out of bounds again, but no call against anybody. Here's Taurasi. Received a bullet from close range from Griner. Taurasi forces it up and in.
Gray made it hard. Gray made it hard. Still no easy looks for Diana Taurasi.
First field goal since the 9:16 mark of the 3rd for Phoenix. Back to the pick and roll. Turner came on the help, but steal for Phoenix.
Much better weak side help defense by Phoenix that possession.
Can they turn it into points? Diggins-Smith through the lane, can't reverse it home. Turner battling, Aces win it. Gray with Cambage trailing, finds Liz for 2. Eyes in the back of the head of Chelsea Gray.
And credit the big girl for running the floor.
Diggins-Smith gets the whistle against Plum, and free throws coming here for Phoenix.
Chelsea Gray coming down, big girl behind her, perfectly placed pass, but you gotta credit 6'8" Liz Cambage, running the floor, beating Griner down. Great energy by Liz Cambage in this game.
You know, not much excites Bill Lambier, at least overtly, but he was very excited talking with us earlier today about what he saw from Liz Cambage in Game 4. It has taken her a while to get her win back, coming back from COVID. He really loved her enthusiasm, her focus on being whatever piece this team needs to win. She's brought that same energy here tonight and been a huge difference maker.
He mentioned a couple times how she sprinted when it was her turn to go in the game, how she sprinted to the scorer's table.
Cambage wide open, hits the jumper. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals for Liz Cambage.
She's failing herself right now, Ryan.
Vegas a +12 in the quarter. It was a monstrous 3rd that vaulted them to a Game 4 win, and a foul here against Young. And now Phoenix has just decided to force the whistle with the aggression of the Aces perimeter defenders.
Jackie Young's working, she's battling, she's all up in Diana Taurasi's space, but Taurasi is a veteran who knows how to make that work against you.
90% from the line in her career in the playoffs. You know, Rebecca, the way that the Aces went on that 14-0 run to build a 10-point lead, this could have totally gotten away from Phoenix. And granted, this is a larger hole than they'd like to be in with 54 seconds left in the 3rd, but they've slowed things down just enough to steady it and keep it within reach.
Yeah, this is a prideful and experienced team. They are not just going to fold in a Game 5.
Gray, pull-up jumper, no. Rebound Griner. A chance here for Phoenix, 2-for-1 opportunity if they hurry. About a 13-second difference game in shot clock. Diggins-Smith back to Griner. Hartley finds some space, wide open. Turner lays it in. Nice set there from the Mercury to make it a 6-point game.
Great activity by Turner and perfectly delivered by Bria Hartley.
Shot clock turned off. First bucket of the game for Brianna Turner.
Pick and roll.
Gray. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Gray, step back, is money. Hartley heaves it. That'll do it for for the third, and now Young and Taurasi get into it at the end of the quarter. A close conversation between Jackie Young and Diana Taurasi that's continuing. Liz Cambage comes over now. Cheryl Flores in the middle. And we'll go to the fourth. An 8-point game and a trip to the finals is on the line.
Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the WNBA playoffs presented by Google. I'm Roz Gold-Onwude here with Chelsea Gray. Chelsea, what was key for you guys taking momentum in the third quarter here again?
We were able to get stops and play in transition. Nobody can stop us when we're getting stops and we're just free flowing. We're penetrating and getting into the lane and knocking down shots.
They are likely to try and come out swinging here in the fourth quarter. What mindset will it take to ensure that it's your team going to the finals?
Keeping that same mindset, being relentless. We talk about that every possession, defensively and offensively. We got to have it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Brittany Griner a little shaken up after that hook shot to start the fourth quarter. Still limping a bit on that right leg. We'll keep an eye on that. A 6-point game, trip to the finals on the line. Wilson couldn't finish it. Turner there defensively. And here comes Phoenix.
That time better congestion.
Brianna Turner finishes in transition, and just like that, it's a 4-point game.
Wow, that was a tough catch and finish by Turner because she had a defender between her and the basket.
And a foul here against Turner, jockeying with Wilson. That'll be the third on Turner.
Turner has brought tremendous energy this entire series, and here running down the floor, Ryan, this isn't easy because the second you catch and turn your head, there's a defender there. You don't get distracted and finish.
4 steals and 3 blocks to go with 9 rebounds and 4 points for Turner, who had a career-high 23 in Game 3. Here's Plum. Cambage couldn't handle originally, then missed it. Jackie Young, the offensive rebound. More good work on the glass from Vegas. Plum given space. This time, Griner secures it for the Mercury, down just 4. Vegas a +5 on the offensive glass. Taurasi sticks the 3. Her first of the night, and it's a 1-point game. A 7-0 Phoenix run. Williams got it over to Young. Wilson straight on. Another offensive board for Vegas. Loose ball. Petty and Young after it. Plum will fire. No.
Taurasi very slow to get up again.
Hobbling into the front court. Griner over to Taurasi. Here's Diggins Smith, curling, lost it. Good D from Raquana Williams. Here's Plum trying to push pace, zipping down the floor. Cambage missed the layup, and then Turner, what a rebound. Flying in to secure it for Phoenix.
Phoenix needs to settle on this possession. Settle down, yes.
Here's Turner. Taurasi, another 3. You bet! The GOAT has awoken. Phoenix takes the lead. A 10-0 Mercury run.
Diana Taurasi goes down. Slow to get up with her ankle, and then on the other end drains the 3. We've seen it time and time again.
ESPN's coverage of the WNBA playoffs is presented by Google, official WNBA changemaker.
The Bear can be dangerous when it comes to Diana Taurasi. That might be what happened with Jackie Young at the end of the third quarter.
Jackie Young might end up regretting getting into it with Diana Taurasi after the third. You poke the Bear wakes up, and she comes the other end and drains a couple 3s to give her team the lead, Ryan. We've seen this throughout Diana Taurasi's career, especially in the playoffs.
Started 0 for 5 from 3, has hit her last 2. Phoenix has erased a 10-point deficit. Here is Gray, shot clock under 10. Gray, the pull-up, no. Rebound, another offensive board, but Petty takes it away for Phoenix. What an effort by Shea Petty.
Shea Petty, Brianna Turner, both of them tremendous efforts on the glass.
Now Petty's down in the backcourt tying her shoes, so it's 4-on-5. Taurasi needs help. Finds it in Turner. Diggins-Smith. Now here comes Petty. 5 to shoot. Diggins-Smith flips it in. 4-point lead for Phoenix as we check in with Roz for a little more on Diana Taurasi.
Diana Taurasi told me she loves the energy of playoffs. She said you can tell the people who step up and who crumbles. She said, I can feel it. I can tell who is who. And sometimes it's your teammate. Sometimes it's someone else. But she said, it's not me.
It definitely is not her, Roz. Meanwhile, that's the 4th personal on Brianna Turner.
Shea Petty put her hand up. That falls on me. That falls on me, hoping the official would call it on her instead.
Here is Gray around the Wilson screen. Back to Asia, who had a monster 3rd quarter. Can't hit there. Good box out from Turner. That's her 9th rebound. Down the other end, Petty gets free and blew the layup. Taurasi found her on the run, and Petty just couldn't put it home. What does Vegas do? Little opportunity for them here. Plum through the lane, flips it in. Big 4-point swing there, and it's a 2-point game. Taurasi going baseline, able to squeeze it home off the window. Big buckets down the stretch for Diana Taurasi. That foul will be on the floor as Gray drew the contact. That's number 4 on Diana Taurasi. And Liz Cambage will check back in for Las Vegas.
I'd like to see Vegas settle in here, run a little pick and roll with Chelsea Gray and Liz Cambage. That was so effective earlier in the game.
Here's Plum finding Wilson. 18-footer is money.
Again, get Brittany Griner out on the perimeter defensively as she tries to switch out in the pick and roll.
17 for Wilson. Taurasi leans in and draws the foul on Gray. Diana Taurasi is going to shoot 2 as Gray ended up bearing the brunt of that blow.
Diana Taurasi gets a step and is going to lean in, and coming up with her offhand, she gets Gray in the face.
And Taurasi may be fortunate that that was called on Gray rather than number 5 on her. She sinks the first free throw. Boy, Shea Petty and Skylar Diggins-Smith going down, chugging water at the Phoenix bench during these free throws. Now back on the floor as Taurasi misses the second.
Keep in mind, Phoenix had to win 2 single elimination games to get here. They've played 2 more games than Vegas.
And in just 5 more days. Plum gets free, kicks out, Gray to tie. No. Under 5 to go in game 5. Turner, the handoff, Taurasi, not that time. Offensive rebound, Turner. Looking for help. 8 to shoot. Petty will pull. No. Rebound, Williams. Not much there offensively for Phoenix. Here comes Gray. Probing. Dishing. Wilson. Oh, what a move! Asia Wilson. Little dipsy-do.
Wow. What a move by Asia to go to the other side of the rim.
19 points, 10 boards for Wilson, and a foul here on the somersaulting Kelsey Plum.
Asia gets by Diana Taurasi to avoid a block from Turner. Turner's gotten her a couple times in this game. Wow, going by and finishing with her offhand on the right side.
1-point game. 19 points, most in the series for Wilson. Griner lost it. Here comes Williams. And Diggins-Smith may have just saved the layup with her left foot.
Liz Cambage once again running the floor hard. This does not look like a player that was down and out with COVID a couple of weeks ago. Limited to a few minutes at a time as she gets her stamina back.
Aces down one. Plum lays it in. Plus the foul. Aces back in front.
Can anyone stop Kelsey Plum off the dribble? She's been able to do this throughout the series. A step on her defender and the finish.
Big smile from the 6th woman of the year. She has another 20-point game off the bench, her 4th of the series, tying the WNBA playoff record for most in a single postseason. Oh, Diggins Smith got free. Griner didn't see her. Here's Taurasi on the attack, and she gets back. Free throws coming for Diana Taurasi.
Phoenix has gotten to the line 19 times. Their guards have done a good job forcing the action, forcing the fouls.
How about the free throw shooting in this game 5? Vegas is 18 of 18. Phoenix is 17 of 19. Taurasi 6 the first. We've also had 5 lead changes in this game, which normally, you watch basketball, that's not that many for one game. But there were 6 total lead changes through the first 4 games of this series. And now it's tied at 75 with 3:35 to go. 11 fourth quarter points for Taurasi. Plum skates around and finishes. Vegas back in front by 2. Taurasi gives it up. Griner turning, driving, and what a tough finish to tie it again.
Wow, A'ja Wilson did a terrific job coming over on the help side. Griner finished anyway.
3 minutes to go, 77 all. Taurasi got hit on the knee as Wilson hits another mid-range. She has 21. Back and forth they go. Diggins Smith, the pull-up. No. Las Vegas a chance to make it a 2-possession lead. Gray through the lane, can't lay it in, but a foul. 2:27 to go in the 4th quarter of Game 5. A spot in the finals is on the line. WNBA Finals are here. Game 1 Sunday, 3 Eastern on ABC. Chicago will face the winner of our game tonight, Phoenix and Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Aces, a 2-point lead, 2:27 to go in the 4th quarter. Feels like a Friday night in Vegas in here, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Diana Taurasi, 11 fourth quarter points to help her team erase a 10-point deficit. Phoenix had a lead moments ago, but Chelsea Gray, A'ja Wilson, and the Aces have responded. Aces now 19 of 19 from the line.
They've been terrific getting there, and then they've executed when they have. I've been so impressed with A'ja Wilson and how she's let this game come to her, Ryan.
21 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists for Wilson. Chelsea Gray now has 19 points, 6 assists. 4-point Vegas lead. Diggins Smith curling around, finds Griner. On the move, Griner able to finish. 25 for Brittany Griner.
Sandy Brondello said the big 3 needed to step up, and Brittany Griner and Diana Taurasi have in a big way. Skylar Diggins Smith has had moments.
Petty deflected it at last, hit Plum. It's Phoenix basketball.
Look for Phoenix to continue to play through Griner, but I would want a touch from Diana Taurasi every time down the floor.
21 points from Taurasi, 25 from Griner. Here's Diggins Smith with Phoenix down 2. Griner to tie, got it. 81 all. 27 for Brittany Griner. Gray to the elbow, needs help, finds it. Here's Wilson, Into Campage, Taurasi the rejection, the follow no good, and Turner the rebound. How about Taurasi at 6 foot blocking the 6'8" Liz Cambage? Taurasi a 3 for the lead. You bet! Diana Taurasi delivering on both ends. Phoenix in front by 3. 1:12 to go in the fourth.
She's known for her offense, but how about the GOAT on the defensive end? Saving the layup, blocking the shot, and then the other way. That's the first open look she's had all game. You know she's gonna deliver.
Well, Diana Taurasi with 14 fourth quarter points, including a go-ahead 3 moments ago. Now, where does Vegas go on the offensive end down the stretch?
They tend to go to Chelsea Gray late, and Chelsea Gray tends to deliver. She talked to us earlier today how comfortable she is in these moments, not only looking for her own shot, but making the right read.
Celebrating her 29th birthday today. Gray to tie. You bet! On the money, partner. 84 all. Digging Smith, circling, dishing, under a minute to go. Griner fading, the hook is short. Cambage the rebound. 45 seconds remaining. 84 all.
Horns, a screen either side for Chelsea Gray.
Here comes Gray, right side, switched on Griner, dragging her out, wants the shot. Gray, the crossover, 5 to shoot, lob inside, broken up. 2-second difference, game and shot clock. Will Phoenix take a timeout? Taurasi will settle things down. 3-second difference, game and shot clock. Tied at 84. Game 5, trip to the finals on the line. 6 to shoot. Taurasi lost it. Petty with 2 to shoot. Flips it up and gets the whistle. Shea Petty gets the whistle, shooting 3. She'll have 3 free throws in a tie game with 4.8 to go.
You knew this play was going to be run for Diana Taurasi. And there, Raquana Williams hits her on the arm. Shea Petty has been in this position before. Earlier this season, went to the free throw line against Atlanta, made all 3 to win the game.
3 for 3 tonight, 92% on the season. Misses the first. Door open. Las Vegas with 1 timeout remaining. A record crowd for an Aces game, just under 10,000 fans here. Got the second, a 1-point Mercury lead, and now a critical free throw here to try and make it a 2-point contest. Petty got it to go, 86-84. Phoenix in front. Vegas will spend its final timeout. They'll have the basketball with 4.8 to go when we get back.
She can get her shot over bigger defenders. It's happened twice. They beat Seattle that way. They beat Washington that way. Look for some sort of high pick and roll. Chelsea Gray with a fade and a last-second shot.
She hit the game-tying 3 moments ago. A 22-point night thus far on her 29th birthday. Vegas out of timeouts. Phoenix an 86-84 lead. 4.8 to go.
And also look for Jackie Young coming up and then back cutting to the basket. Vegas worked on that in their shoot-around this morning.
A trip to the finals is on the line. 4.8 to go. Gray to inbound. Gray looking in, has to float it in, gets it to Wilson. Wilson blocked by Griner, controlled by Griner. 0.7 to go, and Phoenix on the brink of heading to the finals.
It was the play they worked on in shoot-around. Jackie Young coming up, and they were going to look for her back door. It was taken away. Into Asia Wilson. That's another great option. Brittany Griner with a huge save.
Griner the line. 5 of 6 tonight. Misses the first. Vegas out of timeouts. They will have to just fling this down the floor. 27 points thus far tonight for Griner. That was her first block.
You have to box out and get the board first.
Second free throw is good. It's a 3-point Phoenix lead. Plum will chuck in. That's it. The Phoenix Mercury are headed to the 2021 WNBA Finals. They outlast the Las Vegas Aces 87-84 in an unforgettable Game 5. Diana Taurasi, playing with a high ankle sprain and a broken bone in her foot, scores 14 fourth-quarter points to help propel the Mercury to a 3-point Game 5 win. And Asia Wilson down, her teammates huddled around her after just a crushing loss for this Aces team.
What an incredible gutty performance, not only by Diana Taurasi, but by her team as well. Brittany Griner brought it. Shea Petty brought it. This is a team that has continued to believe. They've lost a few players to injury, only 9 healthy players. But as long as one of them is Diana Taurasi, you have a chance to win in the playoffs.
Taurasi with 24, Brittany Griner with 28 points, Skylar Diggins-Smith with 14 points and 8 assists, 15 from Shea Petty, and the Mercury playing without a couple key guards. Kia Nurse, Sophie Cunningham unavailable, come through and win, and Diana Taurasi is with Ross.
Z, what goes through your mind watching BG seal the game with that big block?
I mean, she's just been so incredible all year for us. We've asked her to do everything. Play 40 minutes, defend the best player, help, block shots, score, rebound. She's incredible. She's just an incredible teammate and even better basketball player.
You're not so bad yourself. You went crazy in the fourth quarter. What separates you from everyone else in the clutch?
Keep telling you, just can't care too much. I care a lot for about a year, and then, you know, working out, make sure I'm, you know, at 39, able to play. And then in these moments, you just can't care anymore, you know what I mean? You just can't care that much.
Let's go, baby! She's the goal! She's the goal!
You guys are going back to the finals for the first time since 2014. You were there. What does it mean to finally get back to this point? How hard is it to get here?
I mean, it's hard. It's been now, what, 7, 8 seasons, and when you get there, you think you're just going to always get there, and that's not the case. So I know the magnitude of this. These guys just been great all year. This team's just been resilient all year. We've had injuries, this and that, and we've always been able to just stay together and like each other, which is a big deal.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy this one, and good luck in the final.
Hold it in, babe. Coming.
Well, referring to Penny Taylor, Diana's wife, who was due a couple days ago with their second child, Diana's headed home after a 24-point performance and a Game 5 win. Game 1 of the finals Sunday on ABC. Coming up next, it's SportsCenter for our producer Lori Privatera, director Ken Dennis, Roz and Rebecca. I'm Ryan Rucco saying so long, everybody.